So, we've got some information to talk about with Eden Zero's Chapter 2, a little bit that Mashima has given us on his Twitter, and a little bit of prediction of where exactly this could be going. So, some good things to be saying that, like, so far, that seems like Chapter 1 did get a pretty positive reception from, like, how it's being taken outside from Japan, and also as well from, like, the books as well, and what we've been kind of told as well from, like, the magazine. It was like, a lot of people seem to like it, and even as well, like out here and all that, into like in the English-speaking languages and all that, I got a mostly positive like reception. It wasn't like, oh my god, this could be the next new thing, or like a huge reception, but I was seeing quite some positive feedback, not for the most part, for the first chapter of this series, which was good to hear, since I'm glad that a lot of people were very cautionary, like me as well, with the first chapter. So, here's what we know so far about Chapter 2. We know from what he's talked about that the next chapter is going to have a color page, and it is going to be 52 pages long with some unexpected developments, as like Mashima was saying on his Twitter. Like, this is going to be one of those chapters that we're going to be finding out a lot more about kind of the worlds around us, know what exactly is going to be going on, and the exact quote of him is like, thanks a lot for the thoughts of the first chapter. There is a 52 with a color of the for the second story. We've prepared a very unexpected development. Thank you for coming, and hope to see you next week. So he's basically going to be talking about that outlet. We're probably going to be understanding a little bit more about some of the characters, where they come from, especially Rebecca, which we did get also as well a confirmation of her last name, which we didn't actually get to hear about in the first chapter, but her last name is Rebecca Bluegarden. This is going to be our main protagonist, and we do get a really nice color picture as well that he shared on his Twitter with Rebecca Bluegarden as well. Now, whether or not the family is going to be as popular, or is going to be as like this hit home name that kind of like what Lucy's like family was with the Harfilias, is they're going to be from what it sounds like, and like especially with this little little container and all that she hints in the nest, they could either be very responsible, and especially from what we saw, that dragon like on the first chapter as well, I had the hearts thing. It could be shown that maybe some of her family are quite high-tech, like kind of engineers, that they are responsible for quite a few people, like they are responsible for a lot of creations of ships for the most part. We don't know hardly any information apart from that she's a capable pilot, that she's able to get around there. And other than that, like, we only just have their name, and honestly just like a little quick little design of her, and still like sticking like with her like kind of whole like channel that we were talking about, which was called Aoneka, which is Blue Cat, which is like kind of obviously what we get to see with Happy as well. That's kind of how he's described. It just leaves the question as like, where exactly are we going to learn a little bit more about the universe? Are we going to be meeting a lot more of the characters that have been kind of teased from like the first visual? Like, I would think that we start to meet a lot more of like at least like Rebecca's crew, I'd like to say, if we are arriving on the ship, or we're going to be finding out a little bit more. And with Shiki's whole goal is that I want to make, you know, tons of friends in the universe. Like, that's his whole goal. Whilst Rebecca's whole thing is like, she's probably going to be at least using Shiki to our advantage, whereas like I can start like making like some great ass like YouTube videos to the most part. That's from what we can see, is like that's her whole big goal on there. And maybe we might explore a little bit why exactly she wants to be like this huge popular space YouTuber. I don't know how YouTube works when you're in space for the most part, but sure, why not? Like, she was talking about getting 1 million views and all this stuff, so we'll have to wait and see where we're going to be going with that. But that is all the information that we have so far on Eden Zero. I'm very curious to see what you guys, though, think in the comment section down below, what we're going to be seeing in the next chapter and all that. It will be arriving very soon, and I'm very excited to cover that when it comes out, when we've got any spoilers or rules or anything to talk about. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.